tonight on EA Sports. Super Bowl 56.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they're out on the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Complete. Jefferson to target. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Jackson goes past defense, holds serve, 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And that's made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
For Austin Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Michael Pierce.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's third down.
From the gun is Luton. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. the gun, it's Jackson. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
3rd down and 11.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep is Boston Scott. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Jaguars nothing. Britton Colquitt.
Here's Britton Colquitt to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They started on the ground with Eckler. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Eckler. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Luton. On the screen, this is Eckler. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Luton to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off to Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you're going to take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
For the Vikings.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. On the return is Scott. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Throwing is Luton. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Kevin chasing. With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. There's Britton Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. Scott to return it. But he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Luton.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Josh Allen on the tackle.
Play action. It's Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
At the 25.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Luton.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Dan Bailey lining up for.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Mike Hughes. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Kimbrich in on the tackle.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
play fake, and here's Luton. The kicker here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
33-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself or maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And it's 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 17. Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson, option right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Josh Jones in on the stop.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Jackson. Setting up the screen for Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Scott. And he's got room. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Running on 1st down, Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Ball gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun is Luton. Now he's going to send this one deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here is Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. Jaguars 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good. We're up.
And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Bailey got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pin. And he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
I sat down with my account. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, good news.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts,
3-yard pickup.
as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Jaguars 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. Jackson, option right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.